adding something new to rap itself. Like, it's mad people that rap. Like, people just rap like Lil Baby. Like, there's so many people just rap like Lil Baby.
You could pick both or pick one.
Okay.
You could pick take a shot. If you pick both, you sound like you said both.
I'm gonna go with Lil Baby.
Okay, I respect.
Because I did say Lil Baby is my favorite rap. Because the thing is, when I just hear his raps, he was it was a concert playing, and it just put me into a mode. It's like he hit something. And that's what like rap, it gotta, and that's the thing, if niggas that's what like rappers I feel like lose that ability to really put people in that mode where they wanna like do better at business, work out, create, whatever they wanna do. It's like, if you lose cause it ain't nothing, it's nothing I said in this interview that's not what I would say in this interview.
In real life.
Not that I wouldn't feel, and I think it's interesting that it comes off as shocking in any way, because I'm not really saying nothing shocking. It's like, gonna always show up and just do whatever them folks tell them to do, man. It's that's not a shocking thing, man.
I'm too much into this. Okay, Wu-Tang or NWA?
Definitely Wu-Tang. Would you have me stumped if you said Wu-Tang or Mobb Deep?
Wu-Tang or Mobb Deep?
Too late. Okay. They both from Virginia.
All right. Damn, I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna go Ray or Ghost.
Sheesh.
Is this shot?
Well, Ghost.
Okay.
Because I'm a little bit more on the spectrum. I'm a little bit more on the crazier side of things. So I have a tendency to have been emotional in the past and to do things in an emotional way. And the funny thing is, people say out their interview that, oh, yeah, you made it harder for yourself. I said, no, I made it easier for myself. Don't text me, nigga. I don't want the cap. If you don't, period, I don't like caps. I made it, I want to simplify my amount of friends, my amount of people that I go over their crib or to their spot and stuff. So, yeah, go ahead, though.
Okay, I wasn't ready for none of this. Funk Flex or Kid Capri?
Oh, snap.
DJing wise, obviously.
Yeah, Funk Flex, because it was a part of, have people have hoop dreams, you have rap dreams. Funk Flex voice, or he played, I still be like, we play Otis. There is no Otis without Funk Flex.
Man.
There's no Fabi on the album without Funk Flex. I heard him do the freestyle on Funk Flex and got him a jet.
Foreign Fabio. Okay.
Yeah, to Atlanta.
I was hoping you was gonna fly me out. I was like, yo, I wanted to be flued out.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you guys.
I like that term. So it's funny because Chris Rock, we had the song, me and Jay had the song Ham, and I was very into that tempo, the 60 or 120, 50, that tempo that niggas of Paris eventually end up being. And for people that now, like, I remember Boo called me like, is that he texted me, that's your first single?
Niggas in Paris or?
No, Ham.
Ham.
Was it Ham? Now, mind you, Ham was the first time we ever saw the Givenchy dogs, because we had Givenchy, Ricardo Tisci, head designer, that did the gold cover, that was doing all the Rock Wilders, did that cover. The first time you ever actually saw the dog was on me and Jay-Z first single, Ham. So I remember LeBron was losing in the championship, and it actually said, who's watching the throne? And I took a track off of what was gonna be my album, Follow Up to Dark Fantasy, that I had heard when we all was at dinner, and it was the Otis sample. And I chopped it up, and I was gonna go to Milan to do something in fashion. And I was about to be late for the flight, and I had a Don C snapback on and a tank top in the Mercer, just chopping up Otis. Because I was like, yo, we not gonna lose this game. We not gonna lose this game no matter what. I'm gonna give you all this. I took New Day off on my next album. I took Otis on my next album. And we got into this big argument because he had this song called Holy Grail that he had Justin Timberlake singing on it. And I was like, we need to put this on his album. And then he's like, nah. And that's why everybody knows Jay is very selfish. And we had a very like,
Damn, I didn't know this. Go ahead.
come on, it's Jay-Z, man.
I got
We-
Ace of Spades. I love it. I love him. Go ahead, continue.
No, we all love him, but you know he's very selfish, and that was he'll say he's like, man, I'm selfish, I'm selfish.
Okay.
So he wouldn't give that song. I'm like, man, I'm giving all
Okay,
of
so
this.
what you're saying is Holy Grail was originally supposed to be on Watch the Throne?
No, it was supposed to be on his album.
Okay.
But he
And I
asked for
said, we need this because we don't need to be losing like how LeBron and them had just lost in this championship.
He wanted to
People
make
is
the
gonna-
album better.
I wanted to make the album better. He wanted to say the album. It's something that I heard that.
That's when y'all fell out? Because, like,
No, we fell out many times. It's my brother.
okay.
So whenever he do some J shit and I do some Ye shit, we don't say shit.
Right. That's some real shit.
That's some real shit.
Yeah.
So when I get lifted, I don't know why John Legend voice just came up into my head right now. That's the drinks.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so ready for this. Continue.
All right, so anyway, what were we talking about? The song that
You can move on if you want.
Holy Grail.
No, Holy Grail.
Holy Grail, yeah, that's very important.
We got mad about that. I was like, how I'm giving all this and you ain't giving the equal amount. And I find that in life, period. I find that, you know, I love Jay so much. It's like I love the city of Chicago so much. And it was always like the same thing with Jay or Chicago. They always wanted it to be somebody more gangster. They didn't want it to be Ye. That was with Kim. Maybe she wanted to be a ball player or something. You know, it was like nobody wanted it to be Ye. Or you know, with the LVMH group and different things, they wanted to be somebody that's more controllable. They didn't want it to be, you know, they didn't want it to be Ye. And it's always like this uphill battle. You know, it's so funny. I just could never erase the way Tata would look at me sometimes when I go to the studio. And I always felt like it was an air of that, like no matter how big you get, nigga, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And that's how I always feel. That's how he always makes me feel. So whenever I like get mad at Jay, I get mad at Tata at the same time. I always like, I kind of pull him into the same thing. Cause you know, you'll never forget that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what's wrong with my polo type, you know? Like, you ain't gonna look me into a throwback.
Holy moly, God. All
I'm gonna
right.
keep my polo on. Actually, but they wrote, people, all the Rockefeller wore throwbacks because of me, real talk.
Okay.
Because I would go down to Atlanta and they had the Mitchell and S stand in the middle of the Lenox Mall. And I'd take my little producer money, and I'm a Garmento at the end of the day. My family made the first bootleg Louis Vuitton jogging suits, because they would like, when they would confiscate the drugs inside the Louis Vuitton bags, they cut up the bags. My family went and would take the patches and put them on the clothes. So that means like when they had Howard Hughes died, they called it the Aviator. My film gonna be called Garmento, because I am the biggest person, like I said, in every interview I've ever been in, the biggest person that ever existed in fashion. You could Google it for the past 3 years. Yeezy has been the #1 most Googled brand, most valuable brand on the planet. Don't hit the horns, don't hit no claps. I'm still in the midst of something.
Okay, go.
So back, but somehow we drifted to
You're
the
the
clothing.
biggest nigga in fashion. Let's just stick with there.
Yeah, no, it was something in the train of thought that I wanted to say before I got to the thing about my family.
He was talking about the throwbacks.
Throwbacks, yeah. So I would come back to Baseline and I have like the Astros on or something. And then Jay would be like, you know, where you get that from? I was like, Atlanta. Then I come with another one. He's like, oh. I come with a third one and say, what, you live in Atlanta, nigga? So also Don C always been like, on like that, you know, hype beast kind of like selling clothes online since day one, back when the letters was green on the computer screen. And he would be buying stuff for cheaper, and Fab would go and buy his throwbacks from Don.
Fab the artist.
And this before Don became my manager.
Right.
But by the time when me and Don came together, we really, that's what Jim Jones would tell you, that's where we revolutionized it. Because we used to sit there and be like, when we get money, niggas ain't finna be able to see us. We get this money, and it was me and Don would just be sitting there like, yo, we get this. And when I got it, went to the Louis store, got all these Louis bags, started doing the shoots with that. I even bought like the Louis suede. It kind of looked like this jacket and stuff. It's this one shoot where I got the glasses, the jacket, the Louis bags. Niggas like, what are you doing with all that Louis luggage and stuff? I don't know. It made me feel regal or something like, or some coming to America type vibe. So now Don got a store. Right now I'm in the process of, I've asked nicely to get my own Balenciaga store because I like my pull. Sometimes people say they go to Balenciaga store and they be like, man, they don't look like how Ye and Kim be looking and this and that. And I'm
your pull means your pick, right?
My pick of the clothes that I picked.
What is the affiliation with Balenciaga? Because a lot of people got mad at Gucci when Gucci came out with this lips where they was mocking black people. A lot of people thought that. But Balenciaga and Gucci are they related?
Yeah, it's the same group. It's Francois Pinault's one of my favorite people. I like, these are my what do you call, not counterparts, but like when y'all work in the same field.
Yeah. Your peers?
Yeah, these are my peers. Bernard Arnault is my peer.
Right.
Pinot is my peer.
So
Renzo Rosa is my peer. Elon is my peer.
Did you ask this guy?
Bezos is my peer.
Jesus.
Jack Ma is my peer.
Jesus.
Like, I just want y'all to understand who my peers are.
Jesus.
Like, as in the peers. No, it's fine.
Go ahead.
All the rest is dead.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. Those are your peers.
Steve Jobs, Disney, Hughes. Okay. Okay. Now, yes, this is the same company, but man, how about we start owning some stock or some land? What we own? Braids.
Right.
You can't have braids. What we own? The N-word?
Right.
You can't say nigga.
Right.
But you can't buy your house. You telling somebody what they can't do? The person they own the block can say what the fuck they want to say.
Right.
And we talking about this our block. You don't own the block. And you know how you own the block, first of all? It's not even what you financially doing it. It's the way you taking care of the block. But that's easy for me to say, right? I had both my parents. I'm amazingly attractive and talented. But we are put, like we say, crabs in a barrel. We are in a barrel. We not to put the 40 acres in a mule. And the more and more we look at like the numbers on YouTube, but this, bust. I don't even got a watch right now. Pastor gave me a Timex that I wore. I had the one where I had like this.
200.
Yeah,
You've seen
I
the
actually
guy.
bought it that day and I gave it away that day.
Where was I at?
You missed that giveaway.
Because no, it's this pastor,
Right.
and he had no idea what that watch was.
Right.
When I was taping, I was at a church
Right.
called Grace Farms that's designed by these architects that I love named Sana out of Japan.
Right.
This right went boom. So that shit at the bottom of the screen. Boom, 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 boom. So the pastor was talking to me. He said something. He's like, man, you know why racism? Because he's a white pastor, so he wouldn't just instantly talk to me about racism.
Okay.
He said, man, racism is wrong. It's because, God don't make junk. And I was thinking, like, don't say it like that, man. Don't word it. It's like, no, that's not your explanation for racism. Right. But this man, I'm talking to him about, man, I want to pull my family back together. I'm assuming this interview is not that helpful to that, but
It is.
I don't think it'll
Don't
hurt
worry
it.
about it. You good.
yeah, I think so because I got to get the people about the life that shouldn't be in the life. And that's
Yes.
my wife at the end of the day. So it's like I'm
love
using
that.
because by the way, I can't do nothing illegal, but this is legal, ain't it? So I'm the priest of my home. So if I need the nanny to get up out there and the publicist to get out there, that's what.
Yeah, that's your family, huh?
That's my family.
Right.
Right. That's real shit.
That's my family. E.
That's real
That's
shit.
my family. Hulu.
Right.
That's my family. Hulu. That's my family. Hulu.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have killed me if George Bush don't care about black people. It's up now.
Yeah. It's up. It's up. It's-
And this my family also.
That's
And
right.
That's why
You
I'm
are big
here.
Jack. Let me ask you, 'cause one of the beautifulest
And
things.
get lifted is my family. And ass. I said, man, do not make your first song be called ass. I always want to make a song that if I'm going through the airport and people sing my song, it's my theme music. When you go through the airport, everybody screams out, ass, 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 ass.
Gotta make you laugh.
So, one of the beautiful things I see you do is after DMX passed.
Give me my tombstone. Go ahead.
After DMX passed, you not only did design the shirt that I got on right now, but you also attended the funeral.
That's a good circle. The head of Balenciaga designed that shirt.
Oh, okay.
The head of and that's when we started building a relationship because he did a Halloween costume. First of all, he worked at Yeezy season 1. So we were all.
Wait a minute. Wait. The head of Balenciaga worked at Yeezy?
Yes.
Holy shit.
So we're in the apartment where my wife got robbed.
In France.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
So this is before then. And inside of this, we got Kim Traub, the head of Skims. She used to be creative director of Yeezy. I brought her over to Skims. They had these weird black wire bras and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm going to give you my creative director because the people that you're in business with, they just trying to use your name. They don't really care about the product. And usually that's how these numbers guys are. And then they start seeing people love the product. Oh, we care about the product. Okay. We had in the apartment, you had Jerry Lorenzo. You had Virgil Abloh. You had Kim Traub. You had me. You had a few other designers. You have Lucette, who's the head shoe designer at Yeezy. Now we have Mark Minor, who got from Nike, who's the head of Yeezy Adidas. And you have Demna, the head of Balenciaga. That's what I'm saying. I'm a community builder. I'm going to put together the right people at all times. But the people that have in the past been in a position of power going to try to separate Jay and Dame, separate my mom and my dad, separate me and Virgil. You see the pattern? That makes it impossible for Black Wall Street. But Wall Street, forever begins simply because I thought about it the way Common said. I thought of our community growing where we're not forced to make the choice of whether or not we can afford to have a child. We're not forced to say, I'm gonna have to kill this nigga because he said this and this, that. You never hear about Jewish on Jewish crime. They'll kill each other in business in a different kind of way, but not actually physically taking a life. So when me and Cube went into business on the Big Three, what I said to him, what we have to do to honor God is we're gonna be noble when not killing each other on business. Business always be like 30-page contracts and us doing or getting some. I don't negotiate. I don't do a contract that's more than 1 page. It's very hard to get me to sign something at all. Why I need to sign something? I pay cash. I don't even pay monthly. I just pay, I pay half and half. Somebody like, I want, $300 a year, $200 a year, whatever. I'm like, give me your account number, and they'll get that $150. And in 6 months, if you did a good job, you get another $150. If you run off after 6 months, then we just ain't gonna be working again until you apologize. Because I'm the most forgiving person, because I still believe in you even when you being less than you are. I gotta realize when people take advantage of me, that's their lives being taken advantage of. Something, because I'm a walking Vic, I'm a target. I just say yes to anything. I just can't say no. I'm here to only say yes. That's the key to life. You get what I'm saying?
Jim Carrey in the movie, Yes Man.
Yeah, yes man. I'm the yes man. Anybody someone you want when me and my dad bonded, my dad used to have to say, I'm working on this water purification center. I found this new spot. It's gonna cost us $1 million to buy the land. And my dad is pitching to me. My dad ain't had to do one thing for me. He only had to do one thing, nut. He ain't got to do nothing. That's all my dad ever had to do was nut. He ain't got to ask me for nothing else. He made me. I told my dad the other day, I said, look, call Andre, who's my cousin, he used to work at Ernest Young. I'm always screaming at him. He does accounting right now. I said, call Andre. Anything in my account is available to you. And if you spend it all up, I'm just going to make more money.
Wow.
Gee.
Wow.
And that's a multi-billion-dollar situation. That means
That's
every dream that the real Steve Jobs, my dad, the real Steve Jobs.
Wow.
But he didn't make Gold Digger. He didn't get the Yeezy. He didn't have the opportunity. But guess what? He made an earner. Like Hoop Dreams. Like when somebody's son make it to the league. I made it to the league. My dad is a Christian counselor. My dad sleeps in homeless shelters and counsel people. My dad has a water purification center in the Dominican Republic. I'm just my dad. Everything I do that has any kind of nobility in that place is of my dad. Anything I do that's in entertainment is of my mom. And my mom, and education. Because my mom is, an educator. So what I'm saying is, but I would be the type of person that's making my dad give me a PDF.
Right.
You my dad.
Right.
I know I bought your girlfriend city. Listen.
Where did we go with this?
But moving forward, right?
Father God.
PDF to titties, man. PDF titties.
I know what you use some of that money on, but
But moving forward, right? Because we spoke on the phone. It was a great conversation.
this is not things that a man of God should do or say.
And one of the things that you said to me was, you're out of Def Jam. And I felt like you related being out of Def Jam and changing your name in like the same category.
And what's the question on that?
Because my question is, why, like, after all these years, what are you doing moving forward? You going to be independent? Like, is your next album going to be on Ye? It's going to be on your label, or how does this work?
I'm gonna go public. My thought that I have right now that I'm gonna say out to put it into fruition so other people can figure out how to make it is, I have the biggest brand on the planet. With Yeezy, with Donda, the richest man on the planet is Bernard Arnault. His last 2 employees used to work for me.
Jesus.
So we have the biggest brand. We moved the Gap stock by $2 billion in like an hour when you put my name next to it. And so I'm gonna take myself public and create a universal basic income and go public for a T.
Like publicly traded?
Do we all know what a T is?
No.
$1 trillion.
Yeah, but publicly traded public.
Yes,
right?
and make a universal, not even universal basic income, but universal wealth. Because if everybody has $100,000 a year, some people could spend it wrong, right, but it changes what we value. Right now, they pumping so many logos and so many, all the wrong kind of concepts, but it's inside of us. We collectively are God. We as a collection, God is in us. So collectively, we are God. As we move, like when they move around Mecca, when you see that, you see God inside of that, the way those people are moving. Once we move and we realize that we just all have to be on one accord, like to do what Quincy Jones did in the studio, but do that to our life, that we all in one accord. When I go and say something that's about Drake, about John Legend, I'm just tuning the note so that we could play a symphony.
I was letting you keep going, man. I'll be scared to stop you now, man. Okay, holy moly. I forgot we still on quick time and slide. Okay, this is the last one. Fuck it, because I got more, but I got 2 more. That's it.
Yeah.
Mobb Deep or MOP?
Well, Mobb Deep, but with Mobb Deep, my favorite group. So
Bringing up Queen's Price right now. Keep going.
yeah. Mobb Deep is my favorite group.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And then it's collective, it's like a tie between Wu-Tang and Tribe. But it's Mobb Deep is in Quiet Storm. It's like, you know what I mean? I just feel very like, just even the way I present myself now, when I'm doing the leather, that just feels very, Mobb Deep had this like slickness to it. I know, it's like Belly, the beginning of Belly. When I would hear, think about Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm looks like the beginning of Belly. And that's what I love. I had the most Hype Williams videos out of any artist of all time. And
you spending that money.
Yeah, but me and Hype are good friends. People used to say, y'all ain't gonna get along, y'all both assholes. This is my best friend is Hype Williams. And what I liked is, man, he made Ja Rule look like 8 feet tall. He knew how to. And by the way, Ja Rule is 10 feet tall inside. You get what I'm saying? We kings at the end of the day. So I'm not saying this, because I would never say nothing to ever disrespect Irv Gotti or Ja Rule. I've rocked with them. I love them. Irv is my man. If I say something that I said, whatever I said with John or Big Sean or Trav, whatever, these are the things this is how I honestly feel as far as like Irv Gotti. I love Irv Gotti, bro. This is like, I just can't even just express the amount of love. So I don't even want that to be taken as like no halfway
we got
slight whatsoever.
It's our family too. It's our family too.
But so he showed us as kings. You know what I mean? It's like, when we do these cameras, if you take the camera, some of the things I would do is like put a camera this way that goes this direction, because you're gonna look like a god. You took that camera a little bit lower, and when you sit it, my dad was a photographer also, so he explained that to me. And you look a certain kind of way. The press, the way they paint us, will make us feel like that's all we could be. And that it makes our ceiling like that. But Hype went in and painted us a certain kind of way. And when you saw Belly, they made sure it wasn't one after that. I did them 2 listening sessions, right? Them 3 listening sessions. This shit was the craziest shit ever.
Talking about in the Mercedes
Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
I brought my mama home to show Soldier
You had Marilyn
Field.
Manson out there with
Marilyn Manson. We doing the
Griselda.
GD
That was
anthem. Like it's up, right?
Right.
Was it some listening sessions after that? Could Live Nation figure out a listening session? We got to open it next spring. Hype Williams. We're going to take all that making people look like who they are shit up out of here. And get that on up out of here. You better. What'd you say?
Elon Musk or Nikola Tesla?
Nikolai
Tesla.
Tesla.
I don't know the read. Good.
Well, I gotta say, Elon, because we be too, that's another thing. We be too like in the past, bro.
Right.
Great, Tesla, great. But, Elon making my cars now. Elon making my rockets now. Elon making me smoke weed with my Joe Rogan, with Nori over here. Like, wait, not mine with R. You know what I'm saying? It's like Black History Month. Cancel, right? Put this on Black Twitter right now. Ye says cancel Black History Month. Why? I need Black Future Month. I need Black Possibility Month. I'm tired of seeing us getting hosed down. I'm tired of talking about slavery and how we should only be so lucky to vote for a woman we ain't seen since the election. I mean, we should.
Jesus, can't go there. Okay, large pro or primo? Large professor or primo? I'm trying to get off gratefulness.
Y'all thought I wasn't gonna get killed by the end of this interview. I'm doing everything I can, bro. No, we can't. No more Black kids. This is here to remind you of who they want us to be and not who we really are, bro. And when I say they, who there's overlapping they.
The niggas at the college be talking about. They don't want you to eat a sandwich.
Yeah, because they don't love you. They will put up with you, but they do not love us in that way, and they are afraid of what is inevitable. Yeah. You ever seen the kid in Tiananmen Square in front of the tank?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, I got a gun pulled out on me like about 3 weeks ago. I was out in Belgium because I had the full mask on. So it was
the white mask?
No, full mask on. So the cop came, but when he came, he had the gun out at the beginning, and I was like, well, I guess this is it.
You said that out loud?
No, that's just what I thought. I was like, well, because if he gonna pull I'm like, nigga, nigga, don't play with me. I want to see my mama. You know what I'm saying? God used people like this, that I could come right here and let y'all know y'all entrapped. Ain't made it nowhere. Right. Y'all aiming at the wrong people. I love Drake. Lucien, how you like that one? How you like that one? I love Drake Vivendi. How you like that one? I love Drake Disney. How you like that one? Want y'all collaborate and listen. Come get me. What y'all gonna do? Y'all Me Too me? Y'all come up with some type of scam? Y'all gonna come up with something and try to take me? No, God had me for a reason, because if I was at Nike, you think I have been able to wear a red hat? You think I've been able to have an opinion? You think I've been able to show you we can have an opinion? That's all you needed to see. We are not immune from who we influenced by. Right here, I'm here to like light it up, then I'm gone. But after an interview like this, I did my job. But if I hadn't come to you and said this and kept it to myself, then God couldn't have used me. You know what I'm saying? I only fear God, as I said, and I'm not always obedient. You know, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on out here. You know what I'm saying? I fall short. They say Moses killed the man and all the, you know, before God called on him. Man, our freedom is, first of all, let's do everything we can to keep our children. There's a foundation that has been started. I actually bumped into the gentleman whose dad started a foundation in Israel that gives money to women who are thinking about not having a baby. And that's the exact time that I'm on. That's what we own. That's what we own. We own God time now. Somehow I made it this far, man. You know, to be able to give y'all this information.
Beautiful. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, praise God, bro. And that's, I'm telling you, I know it's also kind of funny when I'm talking about John and Big Sean. And you know what it is? It'd be something funny. It's like people, it hurt us, people who love me. Like Charlamagne loved me, but he had to, you know, put Biden on the thing. And think about this happened when Biden, remember he said, Charlamagne, if you didn't vote for me, then you're not black. Well, you know, that showed you how comfortable he was and how much they talked before that. And you know what must have happened afterwards? They got in the room like, y'all niggas done fucked up. I ain't supposed to be showing that y'all like that.
Right.
That y'all like that. That y'all like that, John Legend, Sean. This is some 1984, bro. This is mind control. This population control. Rise up, man. Look inside of you, man.
So, we going with Large Pro or Primo?
Primo.
Primo? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and this is the last one. MJ or Prince?
We could drink for that.
Yeah, you know that's gonna be equal.
See, okay. Would you like a habiki?
Yeah, I do that.
How you want to do that? Come on, help him out, Mr. Lee.
You know, I put my own drink to
Okay,
this.
that's all right. Let's go. That's cool.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Michael Jackson.
You met Michael Jackson?
Yes, I did. So
you meet Prince too? Because I need both.
Yes.
Yeah, he said Prince.
I met Prince.
Holy shit.
So both of them were fighting a fight similar to what I'm fighting, but they were fighting it for there to be more Michael Jacksons, for there to be Ye, for there to be Drake, is what they fought for. So now what I'm fighting for is the ability for there to be Elons of us, for there to be Bernard Arnaults of us. Because until we at the level of Arnault, we're gonna be clapping for just getting a job for Arnault. Until we to the level, you know what I'm saying? When LeBron wins the championship, he looks at this white lady that owns the team and says, I told you I was gonna win for you. That's the part I don't like. That's the part, because if you king, then let's be kings. That's the part, we starting up our own league. And I'm here battling for us, for our freedom, to be able to build our communities and not be in a position where we have to kill half of ourselves every year. Okay, now I done hit a third rail.
That was the third one. Did we take a shot? I don't know.
Yeah, let's take a shot.
Salute. God damn, Kanye. He came as Kanye.